Hi everybody, it's Crystal again. Today I'm going to show you how to make this little bag. I'm not sure what you call it. Kind of reminds me of a little pumpkin or something. But it's pretty easy. Just a heads up, I started with a full skein of this red heart gray, and I did run out of the handle. I had to substitute Caron on gray until I get to town and get some new. So you will need a full skein and then part of another, unless you're doing different colors, but it does take quite a bit of yarn. Okay, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and let's go ahead and get started on this one. Let's get started. Today, I'm using a size I 5.5mm crochet hook, and you're going to need to do a chain of 61. Okay, and when you get your chain of 61 done, you're going to want to take it and slip stitch it together. Try to keep your chain from being crooked. Keep it straight. And then hook them together with the slip stitch. Just like that. Okay? And after you finish with that, you're going to want to chain one. Single crochet back into that same spot. Okay? And then you want to do a single crochet in every chain across. But what you want to do, we're only going to be working in the back loops of these stitches. These are the front loops. We're only going to be working in these back ones. Or I guess you can call them the top, but whatever. But these right here. So we'll just go in that one. Like this. And single crochet. Next one. Just that top one. Wrap and pull through. Just this top one right here. Wrap, pull through. Just this top one. Wrap and pull through. Okay, go ahead and single crochet all the way back to the beginning, just on these top loops though. And I'll meet you right back up. Okay, I made it back around, and we're going to be working in a continual round. So you're going to need some type of a stitch marker so you don't lose your spot. I'm just going to use this piece of yarn. And when you get back to where you made it all the way around, slip your stitch marker in that spot. And we're just going to continue. We're just going to do our single crochet back into the beginning single crochet. And we're just going to keep going around like that. All single crochets. No stopping at each row and slip stitching. We're just and chaining. We're just going to keep going in and around. So we're going to work continually also in these loops right here on the back. Like when you hold it, your work, it's the loop farthest from your thumb. So stick it in just that part of the loop and single crochet. This is going to make the little ridges on your project. This one right here. So we're just going through that one part. We're not going through any of the other parts. Single crochet. Right here in the top. See how it's forming that line? That's what you want. So every time around, it's going to have a line. Just like that. Top part. This one. Okay, go ahead and continue single crochet in this top part or back part or whatever you want to call it of the loop, this part right here, 1 single crochet in each one of them parts of the loop all the way around until you get to your stitch marker. Then just move your stitch marker up and continue again working in the top loops all the way around. And I'm not sure how many rows I'm going to do. I'll let you know when I get back. I actually think I'm going to start over and switch colors. So you just continue with what? Going around and around, continue around, and I'll meet right back up with you and let you know how many rows I did. Okay, I made it back around here to my stitch marker. And I did 10 rows. So what you want to do next is, since you worked in around there, let me move my stitch marker. It's going to be, the rows aren't going to be even. This row is going to be higher. So I'm just going to kind of even it out a little bit. It's not really that big of a deal, but I'm going to do a slip stitch in this next chain. And then I'm going to do one more into the next. And it doesn't even it out perfect, but it makes it look a little bit better. Okay, after that we're going to start doing the bottom part. You want to chain 3, 2, 3. Then you want, this is going to count as a double crochet, so you want to do 2 more back in the same spot. Okay, counting this chain of 3, that's a total of 3 double crochets. And you want to do 3 double crochets in every chain all the way around. Like this. 1. 2. 3. One, 2, 3. So that's it's gonna bunch it up and make it give it the little poofy bottom. So do the 3 doubles in every stitch around, all the way back around to here, and I'll meet you right back up here in just a minute. Okay, I made it back around to my chain 3 space. Now you just want to slip stitch in the top of that. Just like that. And this is what it looks like so far, all ruffly. Okay. What you want to do now, and from here on out, until we get ready to sew it shut, you want to chain 3, and then you want to do 1 double crochet in every double crochet all the way around. This. Go to the next one. Just like that. So continue that 1 double crochet in every double crochet all the way around, and then when you get back to here, you slip stitch in the top of your chain 3, and then chain 3 again, and double crochet all the way around, back to your chain 3, slip stitch, chain 3 again, double crochet all the way for the length of your purse. I'm not sure how many rounds I'm going to do, so I'm going to go ahead and get started, and I'll get right back with you and let you know how many I did. Okay, I finished my rows of double crochet, and I did 8 rows. And this is what we have so far. Kind of looks like a little skirt. What we're going to do now is we're going to do some decreases to make it smaller. So once you slip stitched back into your top of your chain here, go ahead and do a chain 3 like usual. Okay, we're going to do 6 doubles crochets in a row, and then on the 7th we're going to do a double crochet decrease. So okay, this chain 3 is going to count as 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, now we're going to do a double crochet decrease. We're going to bring this stitch and this stitch and hook them together to make one stitch. So we're going to wrap like we normally do for a double and go through the first one, grab it and pull through. Okay, we're going to pull through the first 2. And instead of going through these right now, we're going to wrap again and we're going to go insert it into the next stitch. And we're going to pull it through. And we're going to have 4 loops on our hook. So we're going to pull through the first 2, and then we're just going to pull through the last 3 all at once. Okay, that made them 2, and to this one right here. Okay, so let's do 6 more regular. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and let's do our double crochet decrease into these 2 stitches. So we're going to wrap, go through the first one, grab it and pull it through, 3 loops on your hook, go through the first 2. Okay, and then you're going to wrap it again and go through the next stitch, grab it, pull it through. You'll have 4 loops on your hook. You want to go through the first 2. Oops. You want to go through the first 2. You'll have 3 loops left on your hook. Just go through all 3 of them all at once. And that brought these 2 right here into this one. Okay, let's do 6 doubles again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, let's do the double decrease again in these 2 stitches right here. Wrap, go through your first stitch, grab it, pull it through, 3 loops on your hook, go through the first 2 only, wrap again, go into the next stitch, grab it, 4 loops on your hook, go through the first 2, 3 loops left on your hook, go through all 3 at once. And there's your decrease again. These 2 into that 1 right there. Okay, let's continue that pattern all the way around. 6 double crochets and then 1 double crochet decrease all the way around, and I'll meet you right back up here at the beginning. Okay, I'm coming up on my last decrease. Now I said every 6, then you do a decrease. I'm coming up at the end, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I have 2 stitches left that I could do a decrease in. So I'm just going to do 5 and then do 1 in these last 2 stitches. If you came up with a few more or a few less, it's not that big of a deal. It doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, and then you just want to go ahead and chain, or I'm sorry, slip stitch into the top of your chain like normal to finish that row out like that. Okay, what this is do, it's taking stitches away so it kind of goes under so we can close it together. Okay, next we're going to do more decreases. This time we're going to count 5 stitches and do a decrease on the 6th. So we're going to chain 3, 2, 3. That counts as your first double. And we're going to do 1, or I'm sorry, that'd be 2. 3, 4, 5, and then do your double decrease in these 2 stitches. Instead of doing 6 first, we're just going to do 5 this time around. So stick it in, got a 3 on your hook, wrap it around and go into the next one. Got 4 on your hook, go through the first 2, and then the last 3. And that's it. So continue this all the way around, 5 doubles, and then a double decrease all the way back here to the beginning, and I'll meet you right back up. Okay, I made it back around again, and just like last time, this time I was supposed to do 5 and a decrease. This time it ended up where at the end I'm just going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, and then these last ones are going to be a decrease. And like I said, if you come up with a few more or a few less, the decreases don't have to be in the exact spots. That's just kind of an estimate. It's not going to hurt if it's not exact. Okay, and slip stitch into the top of this chain. Okay, we finished out that row. Okay, we're going to chain 3. We're going to do it again. This time we're going to decrease after the 4th double crochet. So this is going to count as 1. Here's 2, 3, 4. These 2 we're going to decrease in. Pull through the first 2. Wrap again, go into the next one. 4. Pull through 2. And there's 3 left. Pull through all 3. Okay, so we're going to do that again. We're just going to do 4 double crochets, and then we're going to do 1 double crochet decrease all the way around, and then I'll meet you right back up here in a minute. Okay, I made it back around again, and I went ahead and slip stitched into the top of my chain 3. I'm going to go around again, chain 3. This time we're going to do 3 doubles and then 1 double crochet decrease. Discount as your first one, 2, oh, I missed one, 3, and then your decrease, okay, go ahead and follow that pattern. 3 double crochets and then 1 double crochet decrease all the way around again. I'll meet you right back up here. Okay, made it around again. Let's do our chain 3. This time it's a double crochet. You do 2 double crochets and then a double crochet decrease. So 2 decrease, 2 decrease all the way around, and I'll meet you right back up here. Okay, I made it back around. Just slip stitch like normal, chain 3, and now you're going to do 1 double and then 1 decrease, 1 double, 1 decrease all the way around. I'll meet you back up. Made it back around. I slip stitch into my chain 3. Now I'm going to chain 3 again. Now we're going to do a decrease in every chain around, no doubles in between. So decrease, next one, decrease. So just continue that, decrease all the way around. I'll meet you right back up here. Okay, I'm coming around again, doing my last decrease. And you want to be really careful because at this point it's starting to pool, and sometimes it looks like there's no stitch in the spot, but there is, because it's just pulling so tight. You want to make sure you don't put 2 stitches in each one, or your purse won't get no smaller. Okay, here we're gonna slip stitch in the top of our chain 3 space, and we're not going to chain any. Now we're just going to continue to do, this is our little spot we have left, continue to do a decrease in every stitch and just keep going around until it's closed. No more chains or no more doubles in between, just keep going around. So you don't chain here, you just go ahead and do a decrease and go to the next one. And there's a decrease. See how it's really pulling, and it looks like there's no stitch in that spot, but there is. It's just pulling really tight. So you want to make sure you don't do that one again. Go to the next one, because this is how we're going to pull it closed. What? See, there's one in here, even though it kind of looks like it. You just got to look close. Because if you accidentally keep putting stitches, double stitches like that, it won't shut. It'll just keep staying open on you. So go ahead and do that all the way. Keep going around and around and around until your purse is closed. And I'll meet you right back up here. Okay, I'm coming up to where I just have a little spot left, and it's starting to get a little bit hard. You just keep going for as many decreases as you can. Just keep looking for the next stitch. See, I already got one in there, even though it looks like I don't. So I want to make sure I go to this next one. and then this one. This one. And let's see, I can do one in this one. Look. Might be able to get maybe one more out of this little spot. Let me try. Oops. Okay, I think that's all I can get, so I'm going to use my yarn needle. I'm going to clip it. I'm going to use a little, kind of a long end. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and knot that up there. And then I'm just going to take it, hold it kind of flat if I can, and just put a few stitches to sew it up. Oops. Doesn't have to be perfect, but just to get it sewed shut there, so just through the bottom, like so. This is going to be on the bottom of the bag, so it doesn't have to be perfect. I know my stuff isn't. Just kind of sew together any little bitty holes you might see. Okay. Clip it. And it's shut. Okay. Let's see what we got. So far. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to do a little something here at the top. I'm going to use some of this furry stuff. Now, you don't have to. You can just use some plain yarn to match and do some single crochets. Okay, I'm just going to stick it in here anywhere. I guess back here where I started. If you're using this, you can use it. And do, I'm just going to do like 2 or 3 single crochets of this yarn in the same stitch. All the way around. Like this. Make it a little bit fluffy. If you want to do that, you can. If not, I would probably do a row or 2 or single, just regular single crochet across just to clean it up. So you can decide what you want to do. And if you use the fur, do 2 or 3 singles in each stitch. And if you just use regular yarn, I would do a row, see what it looks like to you, single crochet. If you want another row to clean it up, go ahead and do that. And I'll meet you right back up here. Okay, I finished that. Might have to go through and, if you use this fur, fluff it up with a, that's what I do, because it kind of gets tangled, but I just go through like this. But all around it, I'll do that at the end. Okay, now we're going to do the handle. So you want to do a chain of 63. Okay, which I already did. Okay, you want to double crochet on the 4th chain from the hook, not counting the one that's on the hook. 2, 3, 4, right here. Okay, and then you want to double crochet in every single stitch across. Hey, my kids are in the other room with my husband. It sounds like they are tearing my house down. I apologize if they're being loud. Roughhousing. Okay. Go ahead and double crochet in every stitch to the end of your chain. And I'll meet you right back there in just 1 second. I'm coming up on my last double crochet. Okay, now we're just going to chain 3. Then I'm going to turn my work. And then I'm going to do another row of double crochet in every stitch across. Until I get to the end of my this chain. Okay, so go ahead and finish that. Double crochet all the way down till you get to the end, and I'll meet you right back up there. Okay, I went ahead and did my 2nd row double crochet on the handle, and then I just tied off. If you want it thicker, you can this at the end of the 2nd row. You can chain 3 and turn and do another row, but I just did 2, and then I just been sewing it on. I just been getting the same color yarn and sewing it on the back here, going through, just putting a few stitches here and there to keep it on. Up under this fur here. You want to do that with both sides. There's no really certain way to sew it on, just so you get it sewed so it doesn't come off. Okay, and I'll hide my tail. Okay, I already did both sides. So I got my handle on. Now I'm just gonna put a little you could sew a button on here or whatever you like, or you can just leave it plain. Looks fine either way. I just got a little clip here. Here in the center, and that's it for me. Got all my ends sewed in, and that's all I'm going to do to it. Of course, you can add flowers or pom-poms or whatever you want. This is actually just an old clip-on earring. I always have a bunch of old cosmetic or costume jewelry that I use. So. And that's it. that's the bag. Let me know what you think. If you decide to make this bag, leave me a picture. I'd like to see it. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and check out my other tutorials on the other bags that I've made. Okay, until next time, thank you. Have a good day.